Hey guys, welcome to another block of UK trials. We're trying to find the 5 heads in amongst the 3 heads. I thought I was muted. I'm not muted. I got really scared there. My name is Jaws, of course, and that's leg day to the whatever side of me is actually on.
Yeah, I'm not sure where I am right now, but what matters is that I'm in the nexus of UK talent. That is the 7Lions tryouts hosted here by the NUEL. Some nice cooperation we've got amongst so many UK partners here. Maybe we'll get Belong involved at some point, but for now, it's all about the NUEL. And if you like the UK competition, you can also catch the Campus Clash here, I believe, on Mondays. It's an old haunt of yours, Jaws. I hadn't worked with the NUEL previously, so did
Campus
you not?
Clash, definitely not. No, I did a very small stint of Overwatch in the NUEL. I did mainly League of Legends, like way back when, and then I did obviously a couple of Insomnias as well.
Yeah,
there is a couple of name changes in the lobby just to make you guys aware. People not on their main accounts, which is fine. We got XLR, which is actually Adam, Heihachi as well, which is Ixel. Just so none of you are confused when we actually get into the game, which will be in about 5 minutes or so, maybe a little less than that. We'll have to wait and see.
And JK19, most of you will know that he's renamed from JK Lol, as he was known when he played for Shoes Money Crew. Very impressive tank, actually. One of the better Winstons we've had in Europe. He had quite an impressive run, of course, with Shoes Money Crew. So I'm excited to see how he's going to sort of like stack up against Jaru, who I believe is the other main tank in this particular lobby.
Yeah, there's a lot of Gibby from iCarly people here as well. I was actually super excited to see the roster list when they got announced. I was like, well, that's most of Gibby from iCarly. So I was going to be pretty excited to see them as well. People like Hunter also been around Q for a long time. I've played with him a couple of times. I mean, we're looking at Team 1 and Team 2. Hopefully we can get names to them. I mean, we could probably come up with names, to be fair, as time goes on. And we've seen a lot of older players come through as well. We saw Numlocked in the previous scrim block as well. Numlocked has been around for so long, and it's good to see him popping off as well. I think the roster is going to be one of the hardest ones to choose this time around, honestly. There is so much talent coming up through the UK and so much talent that's still in the UK as well.
Yeah, and we also saw Hunter in the previous block. For those of you who've been hanging around since 3 p.m. BST and have watched through it all, thank you for sticking with us. We hope you enjoy the next set as well. Hunter was very good on the Diva in that particular block. I was very impressed with him as an off tank. And the UK hasn't really had much sort of like movement. There's been very few movers and shakers in the off tank role. It's basically just been Smex has been a lock for a while now. So it's nice to see some challenge coming in that particular area. And it looks like I'm Special on the blue team is going to be his competition on that particular role this time, as both the teams going to prepare to come out with what looks like 3-3 to start with.
Oh boy. What everybody wanted to tune in for. We got 3-3 coming out on defense. It is the best comp, guys. Come on now. Timer has ticked down. They open the gates up. Nice to see new defense matrix as well. It actually looks way more pretty, by the way, the new defense matrix than the old one. It looks way more viscerally pleasing.
So much easier to see, which means that if you get your Gravity in now as a Zarya with a reduced range and increased visibility of defense matrix, you are just a bad Zarya.
Yeah. Wow. All right. Not going to pin anybody as a bad player here just yet. Hang on, hold up. We're only just going to the game.
I'll save that for later.
Yeah, exactly. They're going to move on to the point. 30 seconds already elapsed. I mean, J-Beans is going to be able to move forward. They just got to time the bubbles ideally, but, you know, it's just goats be goats. It's all about taking around the Reinhardt first. Jaru is going to go fairly low, has to back out. His shield's pretty much destroyed. The rest of Team 2 are just going to walk towards them, although with the brig going down, that's a bit of a sticky situation now for them. It's you get destroyed as soon as the brig falls. It is going to be on the current patch as well, so the brig armor changes have come through, and at least the brig isn't nigh on immortal when she pops the rally. It always did feel kind of weird when she had nano as well. It's like, well, we just can't kill her. It's impossible.
Just untouchable. Right now, blue team, they're going to back off a little bit, get some reinforcements before they are caught out. They want to make sure that red team can't catch them 5 versus 6 as they get their respawns coming through here. And they managed to, of course, catch out the Brigida first, which meant that there was a lot less healing available for red team. And it was sort of like, red team, they were focusing a lot on killing Jaru and his shield, so it meant that overly ambitious Brigida could get caught out.
Yamba missed the boat on actually moving with the rest of his team. Got clipped by the Zen. Not really where you want to be in a quick reset. That is a bad situation for them to be in now. Look how many ults that Team 1 have. I mean, we're looking at maybe the next fight almost insta-win. Wouldn't be too surprising to see Team 1 just take the fight really early. Just capture them by surprise. They are just hiding around the corner.
Yeah, very sneaky style right here, but maybe there'll be a little bit of extra glow from that Brigadier shield that will give him away. For now, I'm special, going to be informing them. He's got the eye in the sky, and looks like these guys are going to look around the corner. They've been caught out.
There's the rally. Briggs Immortal. She's running in. You've got to take out the main tank first, although Team 1 just pattering on the aggression. They want to back up just a little bit. Both grabs have been thrown out as well. Self-destruct on top for Team 1. And that's a triple kill for I'm Special. Not the worst start in the world at all. 1 minute and 30 seconds. Only a tick for Team 2. Looking pretty bad, but they got ults still. J-Beans and Lux Fonds, of course, don't have theirs, but now it's a slow slog and only a beat available for Team 1. They're really going to have to stagger this one out quite heavily.
Yeah, the red team running out of time, but they do have a tick on their side, and of course they do have that Earth Shatter as well. Jaru's going to be a little bit behind on that particular one. He's only about 50% right now, so JK, he can be a little bit more aggressive, try and dominate the enemy Reinhardt here, and maybe that will be the play that is required here for red team to take this first point, but straight away aggression coming in from blue team.
Hunter trying to do something a little cheeky, almost gets teammate for it. Trying to push everybody into that small room. 60 seconds now remains. Got to be a little bit quicker than this. Get on the point, start pressuring. Team 2 just being rather slow. They know they're an ult advantage, but they can't just let Team 1 build ults here. This is kind of useless, and actually Broadwell ends up going down first anyway. XLR picks up the kill. Forced to go in with the beat. The Shadow's going to be good though. Jagaru is going to be able to at least find 2. Self-destruct gets launched in as well. At least they find 2, but Hitachi's popped the rally again and they lay down the beat. So now their front line just gets destroyed because they were just scattered all over the point. Alright, they have 30 seconds remaining. Team 1 still defending. They've got 2 ults, maybe 3. Well, 4 actually. 5, if I can count. It's a long time since I've looked at this kind of layout, I'm not going to lie.
It's a long time since you've counted to 5.
Yes, 5 ults, technically.
Cronus making the executive decision, lay down the sandbar, a good counter attack coming through from a blue team. 10 seconds remain for the Reds. Are going to have to get straight up onto there. No time to dilly-dally. They've got to put the pedal to the metal and move on forward.
Well, about as late as the UK train. XLR's going to throw in a grab. They're actually all stunned up, thankfully, but there's no incoming damage. The bomb's going to get blocked for a time being, but I'm Special finds 2. The Shadow's going to hit the ground as well. No one left standing. And a victory trance from Abs. 1 tick acquired by Team 2. Unfortunate. Team 1 proving the alpha 5 heads right now. And up against the 3 heads on Team 2.
The largest heads available. Abs going to quickly dunk in. He's going to cool off. He deserves it. He's on fire right now. And Cronus, I'm very impressive as well. Some good boops coming out from him. Some great dislocation of the shield, especially against a veteran main tank like JK, who's very good at being able to negate that incoming damage. We've also seen Jaru be incredibly effective at demanding a huge amount of attention. We are going to have our team swap around in the colors, so keep track of everyone, guys. It's like putting something under a... You put a ball under a cup, you just shuffle them around a little bit. Wherever the player's gone.
Where are you going with this?
I'm saying they swap the teams around.
Under a cup?
Well, it's one of those fairground things.
Nice. Continue. Explain yourself, Harry.
Continue telling me about it. You've never seen like illusion in a movie to something being put under a cup. There are 3 cups.
Yes,
and the cups
they're called magicians. Around. They're not fairground things. They're not objects. They are real people that have real jobs.
Yeah, people can have jobs in a fairground. Don't be so judgmental.
They can, but you were calling the magician a thing. And you also explanation of a magic trick, just terrible.
Well, I've seen, it's not necessarily a magic trick, I've seen street performers do it.
Describing them as things, I don't know how I feel about that one, Harry. Well, Team 1 on the defense. It's going to be a complete reset, by the way, so of course, Team 2 can get the chance to go once again on the offense. A bit different to actually a normal game. That's not quite so different though. JKaro is going to be able to take out the Brig fairly easily. Brig running a little bit too far forward. This is the problem we're going through this choke, man. You need that speed boost, otherwise you're basically dead. We saw Yamber obviously feed himself earlier on, but you can't continue to do this. And now you're going to have to wait for the Brig. Plus the Brig has to walk through Team 1 as well. It's pretty disastrous.
You have to go back, pick him up. Got to hold some hands. You need a buddy system to get through that choke. Just like on a school trip. Maybe this time we'll be able to get through onto that high ground without losing a play. You can see this time Brigade is leading the way rather than being the last one behind. Don't want to pull your best Yamber impression though and get left behind. So instead we're going to stay on the low ground. Just try and force our way towards a point. Maybe take down JK's shield to open up some points of ingress for damage.
Well, a heck of a lot of damage going on the front line. You've got to be a little bit dubious of the shield health. If you're Jaru right now, Transcendent's going to pop fairly early. Ab's just trying to push everybody forward. The problem is now there's a Graviton Surge going to come online. A later Transcendent's coming through from Broadwell. Is he going to be able to do anything about Jaru at all? He does get the shield eventually. The hammer does strike the ground, but the beat is going to be there for Team 2 to keep them all alive. Abs is the only one that's fairly low. A beat in response to the Graviton Surge coming out from Team 2, and a nice boop actually away onto the Reinhardt to make sure he can't get the pin. And instantly, Team 1 are able to clean up.
Yeah, great control there of Jari making sure he couldn't get that pin. Delivering the burst damage would have been incredibly important. Not quite so much as if it was defensively the usage of a Transcendence to try and save everyone in the grab, because they had the Sand Barrier instead. They probably could have survived the pin, but obviously when you take away that overshield, there's a huge amount of surplus healing available for you if you're not stacking those support ultimates. Great of him to make sure the Reinhardt could not deliver the damage as he intended, and also means he's basically CC'd for the entirety of that charge. He's got to wait to get back and start swinging into the Graviton as you otherwise would. Hunter has the bomb ready to go. We've had a couple of nice bomb hunters so far. We'll have to see if we can get another one here to try and facilitate that. It may be down to JK and Yamba to try and get the necessary controls on the shield providers of Red Team.
A lot of ults coming online for Team 2 as well. They got 2 support ults. They're just waiting for that sound barrier to build up, but they would just want to put pedal to the metal. Want to keep track of the ults, but Rally is going to help them do... Well, not do that technically. Rally doesn't give you that ability, unfortunately. Shadow does hit the ground. There's the self-destruct as well. It's going to get blocked mainly by the Reinhardt. Actually, a Transcendence used again by Broadwall to try and stop all that incoming aggression. Now the Brig's on the wrong side of the map completely. Hitachi is getting chased down. He will end up going down as well. J-Bean's cleaning on up, and that'll be the rest of team number 2. Once again, just going for a complete reset. It felt like they were on 2 different pages there. Half of them went Mega, and it was like, well, we're going to kill Zen. And Zen popped Trance, and then they decided to, well, we're going to die because we can't actually get out now, unfortunately.
Broadwell trying to make the crossing there. Doesn't quite do so. But his usage of the Transcendence there did allow for a lot of stability on the side of the blue team. They managed to make sure they all had the health necessary, and now he's actually going to have his escape covered by Hunter. Was chased out there, could not get up to the high ground with the remainder of his team, who may make an undermanned attempt to make a drop down. Instead, they'll just coalesce on the point, want to make sure they can keep this contested, while the red team decide how we want to take this next attack with only 20 seconds left, but a lot of playmaking ultimates to their name.
Hikaru's got a shadow. He's peeking around the corner. You can see people through the glass. They're still going to back off. Counter shadow, maybe? There's both grabs have been coming out as well. Self-destruct isn't going to do all of anything. Very late Transcendence. Oh, and a double support ult as well. Cruz better be pretty annoyed about that one. Jaru is going to find at least somebody, but he's going to send himself off the map as well. The Transcendence in Zenyatta cannot live against the Death Box. Hikaru's going to find 1 kill. Lux is now going to have to try and at least handle the fight himself. He's got the rally. Basically a model again, and Yamba assassinates XLR on the backline as well. OT's going to tick down. It should be a first point hold for Team 1.
2 first point holds. Seems like both of our teams right now are having a little bit of trouble breaking through the defensive prowess of 3-3. None of our teams really found it within their wheelhouse to straight away go for any sort of flexible picks on the DPS or something. So instead, it's just 3-3 versus 3-3, and maybe the defensive coordination of the 3-3 is a little bit easier than going in with the offense, when I'm pretty sure these guys have not played with each other before, with the exception of the players from Gibby from iCarly who are on the blue team.
Yeah, just to make small things aware, when it comes to compositions, there is going to be set comps that teams will be running in accordance to the coaches. So that is why if they do stick on one comp, then that is why they're doing so. Not necessarily, obviously, Goats is one of the better comps currently, but we could say a little bit more DPS as we head into Oasis.
Yeah, they will be instructed as to what to play. So kind of on demand right now, Broadwell possibly demanded to play the Torbjorn. When you are that flex support, you've got to have that in your wheelhouse, right? You got to make sure the Torbjorn is available along with a Roadhog, 2 of the most common flexes for the flex support, along with a Widowmaker.
All right, small pause. Should be getting back into game rather shortly. I hope Torb's never going to be around on this map, but like seeing Torb on this map is kind of annoying. There's been a couple of times where it's been played in Celica. I'm like, this sucks. And like, wow, this Torb's going to get run over, and then this turret for some reason does a bazillion damage because no one pays attention to it. It can happen.
These sort of
go full clockwork
we have on our pause queue, that'd evidently be a fantastic place to put a turret. Great coverage of a point, just damage raining down. It will break.
It's elevated, and
it'll break a Reinhardt shield after, I don't know, like 40 seconds.
40 seconds, record time, unbelievable.
It's fantastic DPS, unbelievable tech.
I want to see Lux Funds on the Doomfist too. I can imagine they're just going to play just the Goats, although obviously we're not sure. We'll have to wait until we get into game. I don't think Sombra's too bad on this point either, although there aren't too many places where she can kind of scout around. You can take away Mini, which is good. There's good places to EMP because everybody's always bundled up in one kind of death ball, but rather unlikely, unfortunately.
Lack of physical cover when people actually come into contest for points, and so it's not the sort of central pillar you see on other Oasis maps like Garden that can easily be used to try and kite out a Sombra going for one of those EMPs. But the walls, like, that create the primary choke going into the point, those can be used for some safe positioning for wayward supports, but occasionally you'll see like a Sombra translocate like directly above the wall and then EMP from above, so that the kernel effect does affect both sides of the wall, can try and catch out Lucia there if they're not hiding as fastidiously as they usually would.
And a little known fact as well, just to make you guys completely aware and being completely transparent, one of the criteria for a player being picked up is that they can actually draw maps against South Korea. That's going to be our main aim this World Cup around. You draw 3 maps against South Korea and then maybe take one and then we win. That's going to be the main goal. So we're making sure everybody can draw. Another main stipulation of getting on the team.
Yeah, they're actually having a second round of trials as well, and in Pictionary, making sure everyone could draw there as well. You got to be able to draw maps and literally draw maps. You got to be able to like draw Rialto. You got to be able to visualize that choke or that second point. You got to be able to draw it from memory so that you know exactly what rotations you're going to make to not have Rialto go wrong again.
Rialto is a difficult map, man. Come on, leave them alone. Rialto is a difficult one. There's a lot of water where you can get boops.
It's not
a lot of choke points where you can get shattered.
It's not just a difficult map; it's a difficult team to beat on it. Like,
oh, yeah, I mean, yeah. Well, South Korea,
literally all stars.
Everything is a bit difficult not to kind of lose them on that. To be fair, like that South Korea UK game was probably one of the best matches, apart from South Korea Finland, in the World Cup. Honestly, just because the amount of draws that we did have, it was actually pretty insane.
Yeah, I loved watching that one. And
we are still in a big pause, guys. I do apologize. We should be getting into game rather shortly.
Like, how can you beat South Korea when they have players from the Florida Mayhem? Like, they had Fate. You're not going to beat a Florida Mayhem player. Sure. They've never experienced a loss in their life.
Exactly. Always winning. 100% win rate in hours, or so I've heard. There we go. Pause is coming undone. We're back. It's okay. We're back in the game. It's going to be Broadwell on Torb. If he changes, I'm going to be a little bit annoyed. He changed. Unfortunate.
Well, Anna's okay. Anna's stock's going up right now. So in the other stock, you sort of got to divest. You got to diversify your portfolio if you're a flex support right now and you're going for some investments. You want that Anna. You want the Bardic Grenade.
Though. Huge pog. Okay. Luxfon's on the Doomfizz. Going to poop people down in the well. Ixel as well is going to be...
Oh. Long charge.
Oh. Well, there it is. He got froze. Karo is going to get froze, almost pooped out. And Luxfon just goes to ham on the back line. Actually, you just leave your Doomfist to do whatever it wants. And it just kind of wins, you know? Headshot instantly onto XL. Ixel, sorry. I should call him Hedachi. A lot of IARs in this lobby currently.
There's a difference in the compositions here. Both of them are going for like the primary sort of like burst damage from a Doomfist as well as like a controlling character. They've got the Mei versus the Sombra. And the Sombra I feel is a little bit better for controlling the Doomfist, but it's more better for preventing the Doomfist engagement rather than trapping him once he tries to make it.
Oh, that's not where you want to be. Not at all. You're going to get instantly killed. Although, Nathan himself just kept himself alive for the time being. And actually, he's actually just going to dive straight in. Luxfon's going way too deep. Ends up sacrificing his own life, and now XLR just trying to get on the back line, walling people off. That nade onto the Xayah. He's going to cleanse it with her own bubble, but now you have to deal with the Mei. Locks up the Reinhardt, instantly charged, but was nanoed, but it didn't matter in the end.
Kind of messy fights right here. JBean's got that EMP ready to go. Isn't going to use it just yet, though. It's still brawling out, in control of the blue team. Yamba's going to pick up a headshot kill there on Twine Special, and going to be an attempt of the red team to escape.
They've got EMP. They're ready. Look at the ults they got online. You could go full-on Space Jam in a minute if they wait for Hunter and Luxfon to actually build their ultimates up ASAP. XLR has only got that Blizzard. I mean, that's going to be the defensive tool, right? I mean, you get grabbed, you instantly Blizzard the ground, you hope and pray that people get frozen and your team doesn't get one-shot by the Doom. JBean setting up for this big EMP. Is going to come out as soon as the Mei actually unblocked as well. There's no way you're going to survive that if you're a Reinhardt, although you might do if you actually just get booped down the hole, so no one can actually damage you. The Beat's going to come through as well for Team 1 to keep them alive. Still contesting the point though at Team 2, but with Arm Special actually being slept on the back line with ults, there's not much else you can really do. 80% now building up. Jakaru's going to be able to get back in time, and Broadway still has the nano.
Luxon's going to try and win out the Doomfist right here. Hayachi right into the wall.
It's too easy. You can't just uppercut like that. Hayachi did try and get away. Did try and make himself almost invulnerable, but didn't have the ultimate online. Used it earlier, and now Luxon still with the ultimate in hand. 99% is going to tick over. Team 1 with a clean 100-0.
Not too bad from them. I liked seeing Accelerate try and make the defensive plays of a May, walling away a Graviton where his Xayah was stuck. So some good sort of like pre-synergy being established there, but it seemed like Luxon was just consistently winning out in this Doomfist duel, and they were putting a lot of pressure onto Abs, forcing him to use those Bardic Grenades in a friendly manner to try and heal himself rather than as a huge anti-nade, which can be a very powerful offensive tool when you're an Ana. If you can force out the Ana to use the Bardic Grenade defensively, you're likely going to win that engagement if you've still got yours. And this is what we want to see. Lewis/Luxfons moving everyone to Pharah. I believe this is probably his favorite hero to play.
I can imagine Yamba's going to speed out the gate and then switch over to Mercy would make the most sense. There we go.
There it is.
Switch straight over. Double main heal though. No defensive ultimate really. I mean, you can use the nano, maybe the Valkyrie as a defensive ult against Hayachi's EMP, but still going to be fairly difficult to survive if you're grouped up in one.
That it is. For now, the Winstons are going to jostle for space. JK going to avoid the jump pad for a second to lay down the damage, then he's going to pick it up.
Oh! Alright, Cronus is dead first. Although Broadway and JBeans both get dove on. Hayachi potentially going for a sneaky rotation. Luxfon's doing a lot of damage in the small enclosed space with those rockets, keeping himself alive as well. That payload at that point is going to have to be contested at some point. Luxfon's no one being able to kill him currently. It's only going to be Abs that can really do damage to him. I mean, maybe you get Kronos up in his face if he rides long enough, but that's not going to happen.
Yeah, Accelerate also has the light hit scan properties of the pulse pistols, but catching a direct rocket there, no good for your health.
Well, you get one shot, so you know, it's
it will destroy you
if fair interaction.
If there's a damage boost. If you're ready for some fair interactions, Accelerate looks like he wants to try and go for that jump pad again. May have to invest 2 blinks just to get there. For now, gonna fake out. Will he be able to get past the attentions? He will, but only 1 blink remaining to try and deliver this pulse bomb.
You can wait with them. It's not like they have a long charge time. It's good. Hey, actually going for the dishonest hero play. Gonna try and use that EMP up on the high ground. Does manage to find everybody. Luxfons has got that barrage online, but nothing really else. XLR does get instantly killed, but not after delivering JBeans a pulse bomb. Amazon Prime style. Hayachi will end up going down as well. So Team 1 surviving this EMP. 5 people were hacked in the end, and JBeans laying down the rockets as well. Perfect defense matrix from Hunter to make sure he stays alive throughout the entirety of it. Even a nano invested onto the Winston from Team 2 to try and keep him alive during the barrage, but a little bit wasted ult, I feel, from Abs, just not realizing that the rest of the team are dead, and a barrage onto the monkey is going to instantly kill him anyway.
Yeah, great defensive ultimate usage, or rather defense matrix usage. Like you said, Luxfon going to move over now onto the Genji. Hayachi was threatening on a second to be on the Widowmaker, making sure that Luxfons did not stay on that Pharah. The risk was just too great. But for now, Hunter wants to try and control the high ground, wants to make sure he's got his eyes on everyone as the nano boost is delivered.
Nano boost is in. Give it to Luxfon so he can charge Blade quicker. I want to see more nano blades. Big bar grenade actually on the front line. Hunter's going to get purpled. That'll be Team 1 still kind of pushing in. I mean, they can do at this point. They've got 80%. They know what's good. JB has tactical visor as well. He's going to pop it as everybody does pile onto the point. But the B should be enough for the time being. Self-destruct is going to get used by Hunter. Kills I am special as he was trying to self-destruct. Nothing really came of his. And now Team 1 again with like bodies on this point. It's only Luxfon's going down first here. That might just be their unraveling. Pulse One gets launched into Oblivion straight in the shield. So it didn't really do any damage. But XLR still causing a bit of havoc on the back line. And it's only just now that Team 2 finally get control on this second map.
Yeah, potentially so. Still a little bit of overtime brawling right now. JK Lol gonna die. It does look like this is going the way of the red team. Accelerate, living up to his name, picking up the pace as he moves over onto Viana.
That's it. Kronos finds the boop on Yamba. Alpha Lucio achieved. Push them off the point. Then maybe cap. The first cap in a couple of maps. Not too bad. Now they just have to hold it for the entirety. They got good ults online as well. They got Nano Visor. They could... Well, they probably will get Pulse Bomb. I'd be very surprised if they don't get Pulse Bomb. 75%, not too bad at all. And they're going to take high ground too with the Soldier.
Remember, we are running scrim rules, so they will play all 3 stages of Oasis. Won't end after this one if a red team, or rather if a blue team, do keep control. Hayachi has a commanding position here, though. Can lay down that tactical visor for a second. Someone steps out of cover for too long, but he's dropped down.
Yeah. And J-Beans end up trading with XLR. Both Tracers now down. Blade's going to come in, jump straight on the Ana, gets the reset. Is he going to be able to kill the Nano Visor? No, he is not. Oh, Luxfon didn't have the deflect available. It's just unfortunate. Iron Special launches in the bomb as well. Wow, that baby Diva got flicked out that mech. Ricardo flicked all the way back to spawn almost. 42% now on the board. OT ticking through, but XLR is going to have to be the one to touch the point as Team 1 did end up flipping.
Yeah, I'm not sure how they managed to flip there despite the overcommitment potentially from the blue team, but this means that still, no matter if they lose this fight, they're always going to be denying that percentage. Oh, he's so annoying.
Are you going to win this? He's annoying, but okay, Luxfon, he lost. He lost to 2 support. What can you really say? What can you really say?
What can you do? You hate to see it.
Abs is going to find the kill onto Luxfon. Still Team 2 controlling the point. They managed to get back in time. Regardless of that flip, they managed to keep it in overtime.
They did. We'll have to see if we will be able to have the red team keep a hold of this point. Like, it's not just keeping a hold of it to 100%. They've got to keep a hold of it while it's ticking up as well. They can't lose it midway through, then be denied like 30% during a protracted fight. They'd be at 99% right now if they hadn't lost it during the middle. J-Beans and Accelerate. Love taps across the point right now, and J-Beans now has his eyes on Winston, can go for a little bit of extra damage on that tank, build up the pulse bomb.
He was 2 pixels away from getting hit by the car. That's not what you want to see when you're on PO. And it's going to go down pretty low. J-Beans trying to duel out. Nice Spire Grenade. Is going to keep him alive for the time being. And Luxfon finds the kill on Axe. Team 1 finding the initial pick. Fighting another one. J-Beans finds the kill on Tajaro. Beat's going to send him through. 600 hate speed tracer against Nano Visor. Halachi doesn't find the kill, and J-Beans steals the health back as well. Ultimate disrespect. Kronos trying to find the 1v1. OT ticking through. Nano Boost has been used as well on Team 1, so they have to chunk through that as well. I'm not sure there's anything they can do now. Abs even jumped back on the Moira. Team 1 capping the point. Overtime ticking down. XLR falls. It's just the staggered members of Team 1 now. Although the blade wasn't really what he wanted. Kind of underestimated where the bomb would go. What was that placement?
That was simple geometry right there.
900 IQ. This is what it was.
Too complicated for Lewis.
I'm special. Madman. Genius. New Luxfon was trying to dodge out the way with the blade.
You just got in his head, man. That's a mental boom right there.
It's like, why? It's definitely going to go over and hit the point. It's okay because I can climb and use blade. Oh, it's right on the health bar. Well, I'm dead.
If you can't work him in the neutral, just work him in the wall climb. Easy clap. Heading over to Gardens now. I'd love to see some Pharah, but I doubt we're going to see it. Luxfon's still hovering on that Genji. I know that he's good at the Pharah, but also the hit scan dive would be pretty cool. The Sombra Tracer does allow for some pretty nice coalescence of damage onto a single target. Does mean you can make a lot of pain for a Winston. Deny the disengage that he can try and go for with a leap after he makes his initial dive. If you can deny that escape, he can be very easy to take down with a Tracer.
Easy peasy. Easy peasy. XLR and JBs, they've been going pretty even, to be fair. They have control of the Mega Health Pack too, which is really nice. Especially now trying to dive the back line with although J-Beans managed to pick up one of the supports in the back line. XLR does trade, but you lose the support there. It's kind of disaster unless you pick up Luxfons like that as well. Team 2 doing a lot of movement around the point, just making sure they can stay alive. They know they didn't have the Ana at that point as well, so they're kind of just relying on the Lucio heals. XLR gets better at J-Beans as well. Oh dear. Point flip goes over to Team 2. Only just though. Pulse bomb available for XR. Gets the stick as well. Has to get out there ASAP. Has to get back to the hill.
Oh, Accelerate Adam, remember the name. He's winning out on this Tracer door right now. Some nice blink melees, but it does look like he is going to be escaped for now. The warding coming through from the enemy Tracer. Heihachi's going to have to defend him. Use that to deflect. And Red Team going to get the first cap here. Of course, they are 2-0 down in terms of these stages, so they'd love to get one back. Of course, they're here representing not only the UK, but themselves. This can also be used to sort of like try out for any teams. Couple of short shurikens there. Get down, Mr. Winston. The body block.
Abbas needs this nano, man. They need that nano blade. They need to one-shot. Okay, so the plan is one-shot JB, one-shot Luxfons, one-shot Hunter and Baby D4, then one-shot Yan. That is my prowess in coaching right there, as demonstrated. Heihachi is going to receive the beat at least to keep him alive. Still, the EMP is going to come out regardless. 4 people are going to get hit as well. Going for a reset now. You might as well. You got ults available. Nano blade. You got the pulse bomb. That beat from Kronos tried to keep him in the fight, but it wasn't worth it. OT is no way near as well, so you might as well go again. 60% on boards, not bad for your...
Yeah, Cronus are entirely outplayed by Luxfons. Went in with that sound barrier, trying to keep everyone topped up, trying to keep them feeling safe, but the safety quickly dissipated, given the EMP stripping it away. An attempt to dive on a slept Sombra, but it is going to be warded away. Accelerate, thought he could get in there with a lot of damage and maybe pick that one up, but now it's all about Hayachi. Has the blade ready to go. The nano boosted his back as well. Like you said, Jaws, one shot, one shot, one shot. That's what you want.
It's very easy. This is how you gain us up. You just get nano bladed and then you basically win the game. Hayachi might not want to go in now as Abs does get destroyed by J-Beans again. Big bomb from Hunter as well on the retreating team number 2. Now it's just more ult charge for them after the IM special did end up remeching. Nice little quick and easy clean fight. They used self-destruct, but that was really about it. Iron Special is going to go to spawn, and then they're going to go once again.
Well, the good news is that neither Hayachi nor Abs invested their ultimate there, so that will be available in the future. Luxfons puts up his Translocator high, potentially ready to de-stealth and use an EMP rather than translocating in. Oh, manages to get away from that dash and potentially a hack on Winston.
No, blocked by the bubble. EMP is going to come out regardless. Nanoblade's still available. Hayachi's going to go straight into it. But he gets slept! Oh, no! Oh, it's disastrous. You think you can challenge Broadway? Are you kidding me? Absolutely not. Get booted. Meleeed by J-Bean. Big disrespect. Both ults that have been saved up for about 4 minutes, unfortunately, go to waste. Broadway with a perfect sleep dart. And now 80% for team number 1. They could just take this 3-0.
Broadwell evidently named after this Intel processor. It's the brain of the computer in Broadwell right now, the brain of the blue team who are in a commanding position to try and take the 3rd stage of Oasis. Luxon's ready to catch anyone who should enter.
99%. OT has been engaged. Hack on the Diva. Not the worst thing in the world. No defense measures now available. J-Bean's doing work in the back line. Abs is going to go down. Broadwell's going to get traded, but Kronos is going to fall as well. No healing now available. You're going to have to come around. Hayachi, he is the only healing source in the game right now for Team 2. Hunter's going to jump on the back line. J-Bean's running amok as well. There's no way. Yamba gets the headshot kill onto XLR to end the map and end the round. 3-0 for Team 1 on away.
Great job by Team 1/Blue Team, the Gibby from iCarly alumni today, representing very well. I've enjoyed the exhibition as well of the Tracer play. Accelerate's been doing that super well. I love J-Bean stealing away the health pack from Hayachi during the tactical visor. Some nice sort of like combination, skillful play and BM coming through from the Tracer.
Very good. I'm just waiting for Stylos' debut now. Kind of sitting back, waiting, relaxing, waiting for the true carry of the UK to come in and grace us with his skill. But unfortunately, I'm not sure that's going to be the day. Unfortunately, I did watch some of the 2016 VODs the other day. In fact, Big Goose linked me the Finnish C9 versus UK. Spotted some familiar faces and names up on the UK squad. Poggy
was one amongst many on that roster.
One amongst many, yes. And Stylosa, the support duo of the ages. I can't wait to see their playlist. Yeah. Yes, and Numlock played Zaya in 2016. I'm reading chat like any good caster does.
Good lord, what in the world? One interesting roster that was. I'm glad they sort of shifted the method to select a committee, so the committee could select not quite as good a team, because obviously Stylos is on the committee, so we can't play on the team. But it does mean that there's this chance for a lot of players who are not of Stylos' level to show themselves off.
I mean, is anybody on Stylos' level? I'm not sure that's actually possible. I'm not gonna lie.
You and I, maybe. Like,
yes.
Like we aren't allowed to play.
Very true. Very true. That's exactly the reason. Exactly the reason why we're not playing. We're too good. It's just
banned by international edict.
There it is. It's unfortunate. That's why Blizzard just handing us the ban in paper format.
I think we might be heading to a break while we deal with the legal paperwork that we've been given to ban us from competing.
Me and Harry are being shut down by the man. It's unfortunate. We're going to jump to a quick break, guys. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you in a bit.
me right now. Pegboard nerds, monster, have you locking at the sound? All of the gal I go passing when me boy I go drop them a coming. Murderers. Me are the burning fire and natural born killer. When me pass into flame, watch out some might finger. So turn it, I am make the bad boy bigger. When they come around, we all go on them. Listen to the word and the fire your cuts in the middle. When the flames catch higher, put up your gun fingers. Return all of the fire, it's a bad man single, give a sign. And put your gun finger trigger. Gun finger trigger. Gun finger trigger. Gun finger trigger. Return all of the fire, it's a bad man single, give a sign. And put your gun finger trigger. Put your gun finger trigger. Put your gun finger trigger. It's a bad man signal, give a sign. Put your gun finger trigger. Me are the burning fire and natural born killer. When me bust into flame, watch out some might finger. So turn it, I am make the bad boy bigger. When they come around, we all go on them. Listen to the word and they wire your cuts in the middle. When the flames catch higher, put up your gun fingers. Return all of the fire, it's a bad man signal, give a sign. And pull your gun finger trigger. Gun finger trigger. Gun finger trigger. Gun finger trigger. Return all of the fire, it's a bad man signal, give a sign. And pull your gun finger trigger. Gun finger trigger.
Hey guys, welcome back. We're jumping into Gibraltar. It looks like same teams. They will probably be swapping, obviously, so they'll swap colors in a bit after the first round. But I mean, Team 1's doing pretty good. 3-0 on Oasis, not too bad of a start to the block. My name is George, obviously joined by Leg Day once again. And we're back. We're ready to rock and roll. We're ready for some more sleep darts from Broadwell.
How appropriate that we're heading over to Gibraltar, a nice British territory. The Spanish won it, but unfortunately, I have it because, to qualify to own Gibraltar, you need to get to the top 8 of World Cup. So unlucky Spain. Maybe next time. Maybe another time. But given the talent that we're seeing thus far, probably not this year.
Unfortunate. I mean, UK probably going to make it to top 2 again and then lose to South Korea, but that's just how the script's written. That's not our fault. You cannot blame us. That is the thing. You cannot blame us. We don't write the script.
Sorry. Script writers are Korea fans. It's kind of sad.
I just good at the game. What can I say?
Can you hear what's happening?
You could argue, Harry. Like, is there an argument there? No, I don't think there is. I'm sorry.
No, I don't have any arguments to that. It's going to be blue team starting off on the defense side. They have 2 snipers now, likely informed by Hayes and Christopher. But they are to demonstrate their abilities with these snipers. J Beans being resident hit scan DPS for the blue team. It's going to set up defensively and accelerate.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, there we go.
Cool.
No widow needed. Just give him hands, though.
No fun allowed.
3 kills to start off the map. Abs is going to go down as well. Double headshot straight onto Halachi and XLR. Unfortunate. Some people would call Hanzo RNG. Lux Fons would definitely not agree.
Yeah, imagine if Gibby from Radicali existed in a DPS meta. Right now, under a little bit of pressure, Accelerate needs to get away. Going to be trying to exchange these long-range projectiles as Lux Fons, but he cannot stay up there for too long. There's not much in the way of permanent shielding, but now he does have a damage boost.
Lux is kind of dicing with death at this point. Winston taking an awful lot of damage when he jumps up. A bit late on the dive from Iron Special there. Winston, you saw Winston like dive and it was like, wow, he's taking loads of damage, falls off, and then Iron Special comes back in. Going to be alright for the time being, though. It does feed a lot of support ult charge, of course, but J Bean's taking over now.
For now.
Hawking ball, or the killing ball, and it's like, no, my turn now to show off. Nice couple of kills from J Beans. Luxfon's again finding Jeru. This is kind of an awkward situation you put them in because they want to dive, Harry, but the problem is the cart's now so far under that Luxfon's can just lay down the Dragon Strike and there's nothing they can do.
Well, they're diving, but they're diving from a high board into a pool of basically wet concrete, and every time they just smack against it, they get stuck in there, and it eventually kills them.
Concrete is wet, Harry, and it's not a solid.
It's pretty dense, though, my dude.
Is it? I'm not sure it is. It depends how wet the concrete is.
Does it?
Yes, it does. Have you ever mixed concrete?
I'm pretty sure density doesn't really...
Have you ever mixed concrete?
No. Have you mixed
concrete?
Well,
there we go. What a surprise. Boy, have you
mixed concrete?
Yes, I am. Because I was helping with the garden, mate. Because I go outside.
That's not a garden if it's concrete. That's a pavement.
It is if you're laying foundations for something.
I don't know what kind of plants grow in concrete.
If you lay foundations for something, you need to lay concrete down.
Yeah, that's not a garden though, is it, mate?
Go outside and mix some concrete, Harry, and then jump into it and see what happens. In Fortnite.
Mate, I don't have enough mats in Fortnite for that.
It's not going to kill anybody. But I say that. Jane Beans does die. They should be able to recontest though.
I'll have to see. In comes for Winston, going to try and do a lot of damage, but the Discord Orb and the attentions of the Diva not going to let him last long.
Yeah, he's dead. Iron Special taken out too. You know, one with the melee as well. I don't need to be I could just be Baby Diva. I don't need the mech. Don't need no man. Yamba's going to go down. That should be almost a cap here for Team 2. They use the Transcendence as well to get past the Diva damage and the Winston's damage. There we go. Jakaru does end up going down, and they should be able to cap 3 minutes and 25 seconds now remaining.
Yeah, not too bad. A time bang took about 2 minutes, 3 minutes rather, to get through first, and a lot of that was definitely spent bogged down up against the double threat of J-Beans and Luxfons, who were winning that one out quite well, but the diving tanks eventually just demanded so much attention that it was very hard to win out there. J-Beans has the Infrasight ready, and of course there's a huge amount of synergy available here when you are running double sniper under Zenyatta, because you want to be able to hit all of those long-range projectiles.
Oh no. Hey, actually, wasn't expecting there to be... Oh, that was a nice head. Oh, he can't get him though. XLR does find his head in the end. That was a very, very out there position for Hachi. But regardless, losing 2 there, it's going to be a reset anyway. It's going to be fairly hard for you to fight double sniper. It's just a single sniper. So just going again, it's not the worst option in the world. And they got ults to come online as well. There's going to be a Dragon Strike actually through to the payload. Trying to find someone, or actually cutting Jekaru actually off from going through the doors. In fact, 900 IQ brain, 5-head brain play. XLR is going to be able to take out Luxfons as well. This could easily snowball actually onto second now.
I'm smelling wrinkles in these brains right now. It's going to have to be J-Beans backing off. He can't really tango with this. He's got to get out of here while those infrasights are active. They are about to dissipate from Accelerate. This will give the opportunity for J-Beans to try and make the re-engagement, but it's compounded with that Sonic arrow, just extending the duration by which these snipers are found out.
He's still trying to build up one of the Dragon Strike. That Valkyrie is going to do a lot of work for the squishy snipers when they get dove on, but just for the time being, Hunter wanting to control the high ground, making sure no one's there. 20 HP, manages to survive. Diva's going to chase him though. Insta uses that self-destruct before it goes down. Regardless though, at the end, Chiaro was able to take out Hunter, and that was a 1v1. Luxfons versus Heihachi. Does end up losing the initial arrow, but or the initial bit of poke. Luxfon's now going extremely low as well, but meanwhile, Jekaru does find 3 people, 2 with the Primal Rage, and then 1 with just the bounce kill. Goomba stopped right on top of Heihachi. Jekaru looking extremely clean right now on this Winston.
Seems like a rare instance of the snipers making space for Winston, just demanding so much attention in those sniper 1v1s. They're so mindful of those sightlines that they weren't in a great position to try and deal with Jekaru as he went into the back. Luxfon's going to try and lock down this point of ingress with a Dragon Strike, but doesn't look like anyone's going to be taking damage right there. Instead, they're just going to back out, wait for another time.
Yes, wait for another time. They got 60 seconds. They got at least another couple of pushes in them. They just want to wait for just a small pick. They're actually trying to move his headbox around so it doesn't instantly get clicked. There's the Dragon Strike as well. He's going to clear everybody away from the ship, as well as that Zen just kind of sitting in the background. Broad Ball, as long as he keeps his Transcendence up, it's going to be fairly hard for them to push in. JB's trying to click heads on the low ground, doesn't quite find the Zenyatta, but Luxfons definitely does. Abs is going to fall, and Luxfon's actually jumping down, just popping off on the hand, so XLR's going to fall.
I was about to say, look.
Are going down. Blood trails out. Stock rising for Luxfons.
Yeah, it was a bit quiet for a while, managed to find the 2, but now, oh, that's a beautiful play for Special. 2 down, and can hunt down this Mercy.
Yeah, this should be an easy kill. No way you're going to be able to fly away, not throw a Winston as well. Team 2 getting this payload moving in OT. Or it could be OT. 5 seconds now remains. They've still got their Transcendence to match with. Brawl Ball, he's going to push himself in. As well as the double tanks coming in as well.
That's
They're still going to be alive, although they don't quite get there in time. And the doors do open. Unfortunate.
That is a stock going down right there for Broadwell's Transcendences. You can see why they upgraded to Skylake now. It's a little bit slower than you would have liked. I'm special, and the rest of the team currently sitting on the payload, going to let that move forward while they try and potentially play some angles here. With a double snipe, you want to try and get a bit of premium on positioning. Of course, you need that information so you know where everyone's coming from. A great source of that is the Sonic Arrow, exactly what Hayachi's going for. But straight away, Lewis is right up there, wants to go for the direct confrontation with Jaro.
Hunter's just going to take down Jaro as well. And Jikaru is going to jump on XLR. So now there's one fight available for Team 2 to try and push this on to third. Hey, actually, you might as well die. There's no point taking Mega. Falling here is going to be a bit of a disaster, but there was no way we were going to go out anyway. They still have ults available, Harry. Issue is, are they going to be able to get out against Luxfons? At the moment, his Hunter has really just been so dominant. It's kind of hard to do all of anything. Dragon Strike's now going to hit also. Going to force everybody away and force everybody into the sightlines. J-Beans. Oh, the cart's rolling back as well. Only 20 seconds now remains. Still a wealth of ultimates available for both sides.
Take so much damage from a Dragon Strike, you leap away, and then you got a damage boosted Widow shooting at you. Just no fun allowed if you are that Winston. Valkyrie, though, going to facilitate a dive. Fun is back on the menu, boys.
Hunter trying to get the cheeky self-destruct kill. Takes a double headshot from XLR. He's going to have to back off for the time. Cart still moving. OT ticking through. Beautiful almost headshot. Oh my goodness, I caught that one a little bit too soon. XLR still finds Luxfons though. The biggest target to take out currently, and another headshot on the Widowmaker as well. But she manages to get away with an arrow in her side. And Luxfons tries to find the return kill and manages to pick her off with the Sonic Arrow after getting resurrected. Kronos though with the Mercy is going to find the resurrection onto XLR. And now it's just all about the stalling game for Team 1. They got the ults to do it. And there it is. Round 1 completes just before third. Team 2, though, with an admirable push onto this third point. It's normally so hard to crack it against the double sniper, but they almost got it to actually completing, and they would have had another round.
Yeah, and given the performance of the snipers, it seemed like they could have easily been held on first there. We may well have a reset. I'm not sure if the coaches believe this is far enough of a push that they'll just leave the lobby as it was. I guess we'll find out in a little bit, but right now, Lewis or Luxfons stock is pretty good. Like, he's had a couple of pop-off moments where he gets that double kill or the triple kill out of nowhere, and he's dealing some reliable damage to the tanks as they make their dives in other situations. Even if he's not securing those killing blows, it does mean that space is a lot harder to come by for Accelerate and Hayachi. But both of our hitscan DPS, I believe, have had a couple of PogChamp moments. For Chet evidently going to have gone wild for a couple of those headshots we saw towards the end from Accelerate.
I mean, Luxfons, I think Luxfons, Jkaru even. Still used to calling him JK lol. Jkaru, 19. Both of them just currently absolutely destroying Team 2. Hitting them where it hurts. Hunter's had a couple of good self-destructs as well. Everybody performing extremely well. Beautiful headshot onto Luxfons there, but Luxfons still manages to take out Hayachi. There's going to be both resurrections coming through for the hand, so they will be up and alive for the moment. But Jaro does jump on the back line again. Beautiful dive from Team 2 does result in a net positive for kills. Not until Hayachi ends up actually going down. But XLR is a perfect sideline here. No one's contesting it whatsoever.
Perfect sideline. Unfortunately, the aim not quite so perfect. Early headshot definitely gave him the momentum that he needed, and Mercy could be caught out right here. Beautiful.
Oh, no. That's horrible when you're a Mercy, man. You're like floating down. You're like, yeah, but my shit is coming back in 2 seconds. Please, no one kill me. Just hoping the Winston doesn't do as much damage as possible. And you're dead. Unfortunately, that will be Team 2 now moving forward. Well, I guess not unfortunately, but with the Mercy going down, you have to back off so far. Because you can't really just rely on the Zen healing.
Luxfons going for the assassination. He's got the Mercy in his sights. Will not get to be able to kill that, get the kill with the Storm Arrow. Instead, the Sonic's going to reveal that Widowmaker. Going to go for the duel.
Still trying to push. Transcendence used from the high ground. Abs perhaps forced to use that one as he does jump down. Not going to have high ground anymore. There's the Winston Primal Raging in the back line. Jikaru, I can imagine he's the one that actually forced it. He didn't actually end up catching it, but that's normally what happens. Self-destruct's going to get launched up as well. On top of the platform, actually eliminates XLR. Beautiful little pick-off, but an instant resurrection on Jaru will get him back in the fight. They're not done just yet. Team 2 ready and raring to go for another little push. Luxfon's now pushing on to Zen, trying to take the 1v1. Don't want to get embarrassed. He ends up getting away almost. I'm Special chasing him up in the end as Hunter does end up going down as well for the double kill.
Oh, you know the rest of Gibby from iCarly are clipping that one. That's going to be posted in my Discord forevermore. The Storm Arrow dead to rights and Yada. Unfortunately, not able to secure the kill. I'm Special comes in and picks up the finishing blow right there. For now, it's going to be JBeans supplying the information to the blue team. The infrasight is active. That means Luxfon's going to be highly informed as he goes to these shots. The same can be said of JBeans.
Oh, that was so close. Trace now by XLR. Doesn't want to take the sniper duel any longer. Wanted to get back to the point ASAP. This car's still so far away. Or what feels like, and JBeans just ripping the head off of Abs. Abs is going to get res, but they're not going to have that available now. Transcend issues from Broadwell in order to kind of match some of the healing coming out from Kronos. Also, again, kind of getting forced to use it. Jkaru and Jkaru and Jaru are just doing fantastic jobs of pressuring the Zenyatas when they can. I'm Special does get demech in the end, but the rest of his team are cleaning up for him. Should be a fairly easy hold for the time being.
Abs has the Transcendence again, and last time, Jkaru managed to quite easily force it out by diving him in one of those upper rooms, using the Primal Rage in an enclosed space and making sure that Abs had to use that in order to survive and to supply the healing necessary to his team afterwards. And it can also make it incredibly hard to get value out of that ultimate.
Oh, nice little dash. XLR going for the recall. The 180 as well. Oh, it didn't matter though. Oh, man. He gets killed regardless of the stick actually landing. That was pretty sick. XLR practicing the Tracer skills and solo queue, regardless of how many Brigs there are in queue right now. Not too surprised, let's be honest with ourselves. Luxfon's getting harassed consistently, but it doesn't matter. XLR finally bites the dust. Luxfon's finds his head. Self-destruct, not finding all of anything from both divas. But still, Team 2 moving this payload, almost find a C9.
Yeah, Luxon going to put down that Dragon Strike. No one's allowed to come through that doorway now, so just dislodge this Winston, and this is your point.
Yeah, you're dead. It's done. It's finally over. OT now ticking through. It's the Lucio against the world. It's not going to happen, not when Luxfons has that Storm Arrow. No way. Team 1 cap the payload, but kind of, again, it's kind of a similar situation where both these teams are just so evenly matched currently. Almost OT for both sides when they did end up pushing first.
Accelerate tried to challenge out Luxfons multiple times there on the Tracer. Got dinked the first time, caught with a Storm Arrow the second. You're going to have to wake up earlier in the morning and be a bit of a faster hedgehog if you want to catch out this lad. Right now, Jkaru is going to drop in from the top. It's going to
don't do space. He's got Primal Rage as well. They know he's there. You can peek around the corner. You're going to see the Winston. The grapple away. It didn't matter. They're not going to be able to get the resurrection either. Why not? Abs pushed into the late. And even more kills for Jkaru as well, potentially, if he could just get one more out of the way. The Mercy in ult was able to survive for the time being. He just comes straight after us. Excellent is going to find the kill eventually, but not after Jkaru basically solo carries.
They've almost got the cap jaws.
There's a couple of people pushing the payload and a couple of meters
remaining. They can't touch!
Jkaru, what a beast, what a man, what a hench goon. Truly a 5-head on the Winston.
Mate. It's not even, that is full scientist mode right there. And just the defensive Valkyrie here, they've had to pop it because they want to not all die in the bad spawn that they got. But you can see the blue team is like, we're just going to hide in the spawn. We don't need to deal with this right now. Did you just see what we did on second?
Someone slash kicking from the server. It's actually not fair that they're having to play against this right now. XLR playing super far up. He can do that. He's got Mercy on his back. It's not too much of an issue. I'm Special is going to lose his mech though. And there's JBeans dead. So again, just kind of a slower push here. Bang. Easy play.
Does however mean that Hunter can keep what meager ult charge he does have. Luxfons, here he goes again, raising that stock. Buy Luxfons right now.
Oh.
That's what our market insiders say.
Oh, man. And now they pause the game so they can go invest.
Exactly.
A bit of insider trading. Going to do a bit of buying on themselves stock. I mean, I definitely buy Jkaru stocks right now. That's all I'm putting out there. I think the Luxfons is going to do the same thing. He's been doing well, but Jkaru.
But has he won an entire point of Gibraltar by himself? It's a question.
No, he has not.
I loved how Jake Caro played that mental game as well on Accelerate. Like, I think they both knew exactly where each other were. Accelerate didn't want to go through that doorway because he knew he could be short-leapt on very easily if Jake Caro just sort of like leapt upwards in that doorway, get the burst damage there. And it was actually Hunter who initiated the attack, gave him a big knockback so that he thought, okay, I've got the space here to go for the grapple away. And that was when Jake Caro invested his own movement cooldown, meaning that he was able to pick that one up. Oh, could this be a quick execution, though?
I think so.
Someone hit him.
You can really be bathed in that defense matrix now because it actually looks like a tunnel.
Oh yeah, you could just exist within the Tron tunnel.
Within the matrix. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's like a Tron tunnel. Yeah. I can't wait for some sort of Tron-esque skins to come out.
That'd be great.
Obviously, being one of those would be pretty cool. Just with like neon stripes everywhere.
Yeah, man. Just like RGB Diva, sponsored by Corsair.
Racer would be cool as well, actually, because obviously she goes fast, right? And she has a motorbike. She has a motorbike.
She does.
When are we going to get Mount?
That's a cannon motorbike. Jikaru's doing it again, though. He's just made so much space.
Self-destruct. Not going to find anything. Jikaru finds 3 people. Once again, Iron Special is going to go down. And now Lux Fons can... I thought he was going to give him a cheeky tactical crouch, but... We are all gentlemen in this lobby.
Don't let it happen.
He's not going to get him.
You better not. That would be disgusting. Double sniper up here, though. Going to instantly pop for Prime Right. The only way to survive, Jaws.
And almost instantly die as well. Yeah, Discord orb on him, and Lux Fons did unload about 6 Storm arrows in him. Nice little... I like attaching the Sonic arrow to people, because then they just reveal everybody. Underrated tech, and XLR jumps back into the Dragon Strike.
That ain't right.
Unfortunate. Ab's back on. Well, not back on. He's actually on the Brig now, switching over from the Zen. Sick and tired of getting headshot, so he's got a bit of armor to his name now as well. Not the worst thing in the world as well, playing the Brig here. Hunter sending the bomb over, staggering it a little bit as well on that pole structure thing. And Hunter finds another kill, so still pushing on. They got 20 seconds remaining, though. They need to make this fight stick. The spawns are an advantage for Team 2.
Brig was a significant barrier, but now it's dead, and we're about a few meters away from getting the cap here and winning out Gibraltar.
They might just do it here and there. Yep, there it is. No one can get back in time. Hunter splitting everybody with a bomb as well. Everybody had to go indoors. Easy cleanup of the Hanzo and the Winston. And there it is. Team number 1 technically winning that one. Obviously, it was scrim rules, but it was close enough to third that they ended up just carrying on. So Team 1 really showing up, and Jake Haru especially. And Luxfon just taking over the games.
At the start of this series, I talked about how JK Aru / JK LOL, no matter what you've known him as, whether you've known him through his North American Contenders run, or whether you've known him...
He is Jake Haru now. That is Jake Haru. Everything, his Wikipedia page links to Jake Haru, so...
He is one of the better Winstons we've had in Europe. We've been known to make some very prolific Reinhardts. JK Haru, he told us during his time with Shoes Money Crew that he did prefer playing the Winston. He was waiting with bated breath for a meta in which he could constantly play the Winston. We can see why right here. But unfortunately, it's back to Reinhardt for you. You're going on a crusade. And the rest of the team look like they're going to be running in the 3-3. The coaches have told our tryouts what they want them to play. Time to demonstrate some maze skill, potentially. Or they're trying to reroll the map, maybe.
Some classic goats. No, straight into village.
Will they keep pushing it, though? That's the question.
This is it. Hunter May. Feels good. May is so annoying on this map.
Well, every time we see a Yeti Hunter.
It's also the Yeti Hunter map as well, which is an incredibly fun game mode. Actually, one of my favorite game modes, I think.
Unbelievable roleplay happening here in the 7Lions tryouts. Just unprecedented levels of immersion.
Wow. Switching to another character's immersion for you, huh?
Absolutely.
Just one character switch. Immersion! Good job, Harry. Nice work. I bet you go absolutely crazy when Diva gets picked on Mecha Base.
I go crazy and I go stupid.
Wow. Old meat. Checks out. 2009-ish. Good job, Harry.
Well, you know, I was doing a good job. This Reinhardt doing a huge amount of damage right now.
Or trying to, at least. He's got Discord on him, and he can't do all too much. Team 2 are going to rotate really quickly to the underground. No, Jkaru has to jump on them, and that's exactly what they're going to do. Dachi is going to go down. Jaro is going to fall as well. No way they're going to let anybody else survive. And a lot of ults being traded over. Jkaru, yeah, there you go. Yeah, give him the spray on the body. I kind of a part of me wishes the ragdolls, you could, if you sprayed on top of the ragdolls, it would attach itself to the ragdoll. I think that'd be pretty funny.
It'd be really good on Wrecking Ball.
Yeah, you could have the X. Well, not really good because he explodes.
You could the X on the small hamster.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. X on the hamster. No Wrecking Ball today.
Doesn't look like it's been in there, but JK, what are you doing? Not like this. Is he gonna go?
Oh, wow, the 180 and a counter charge as well. Shikaru now in horrible situation, but it didn't matter anyway. The right click coming through from Broadwell does take out Abs. Jaru with the almost pixel perfect play there. Gets the, not only blocks the shadow, the 180, plus he went for the counter pin as well.
And great job from him. Wait, was that a Graviton Surge from Accelerate? Oh my lord, what is going on, my son? That is. Oh, no.
I threw that one away, but he can go again, I guess. 6 ults almost available.
Emphasis on the throw.
60%. He's going to struggle now if they get grabbed instantly, if they get killed off instantly to actually build ult.
Yeah, he is. We'll have to see if J-Beans wants to use it right now. No!
Right into the Matrix. Oh, they trade technically.
One good throw deserves another.
It's a disaster. And they pop the Transcendence as well in anticipation. There's the self-destruct. They're trying to block. Oh, Luxpons was down, though. He actually ended up getting shattered, and self-destruct ended up ending his life pretty fast. Late Transcendence, though, coming through from Broadwall, keeping everybody alive, and now Gyro in a lot of trouble. Shield's going to be broken as well. The Zenyatta can basically just click his head almost for free. J-Beans even is gonna find the kill, and a brief pause, unfortunately.
Evidently called in a rage by Jaru after they had that 5v6 advantage and just got out sort of like pressured there. Great job by Broadwell to pop that Transcendence in a less than ideal position. Like that's a team envy play. That's an any fight is winnable play. We're down 5v6, but it's only Luxfons. We've only lost Lewis. We can still win this. And the huge amount of pressure went onto Jaru's shield, as well as the omnipresence of the Discord Orb was incredibly important for allowing them to win out in that particular duel. But now, as you can see, J-Karu is also down, so there is a potential here for Red Team to still try and bring this one back. But J-Beans has a lot of that energy.
And he's putting it to good use. At least he gets 80% on the grab for next fight, but it is 95%. I mean, in these situations, you're more than likely, well, you are just fighting on a knife's edge. It's kind of unfortunate. The first person or the first team to cap and have control is normally the team that's going to win. It's something like 60+% or something silly. It is kind of a wonky game mode in that respect, in the way that it is really hard to actually come back from these situations, because the defending team has just so much pressure advantage with the another grab eaten. Well, I'm just gonna be quiet. The pressure advantage is definitely in favor of the defending team. It was a really awkward situation for the attackers. Although eating a grab's not going to be the worst thing in the world. Shield gets destroyed instantly. Transcendence is going to use really early. Now J-Beans basically gets a free grab. Has to watch out for the Matrix. Big shatter on the front line as well by J-Karu. Nice boot and a perfect stun actually from the Brig in order to stop him from pinning the Zaya into the wall. J-Beans throws out the grab. The self-destruct doesn't really do all of anything, but J-Beans still cleaning up. The shadow hits the ground from Jaru, but Hunter is there, just running at it in full force. Micro missiles and the shift. Iron Special is going to come back in it though and find the 2 with his own self-destruct. So they're not out of the woods just yet. OT is still picking down. Such a messy fight, but in the end, it's about a 1-for-1. And actually, he's got Rally. He's going to come back in, but now Abs is popping off. He's clicking heads.
I'm special. We've got solo shattered.
Well, you got to shatter somebody. You got to do it for the stats.
Hey, that you do. We almost managed to get the mech kill as well. Yamba was just trying to play here, I guess, for the time, making sure to frustrate whatever resources were available for the red team. But that was such an investment from our Blues after they managed to get the early cap right there. And there was some great mitigation, like you talked about, onto J-Karu when he was trying to pin into that, into the stunned players. We saw the usage of a boop and also getting the shield bash onto him as well, making sure that burst damage couldn't be delivered. Blue team just going to divert straight onto a point right here, force for Reds to come to them, perhaps just ready to counter any aggression with a Transcendence.
Accelerate's going to make sure his grab doesn't get eaten this time around. They got to get it. It lands, and they kill J-Karu. The rest is history. And that's it. It's all done. Right-click into the grab. It's pretty easy peasy. 90% building up, though, for Team 2. Pretty disastrous and Accelerate given the tactical crouch. Unfortunate, J-Beans. You can't do anything about it. But he has got grab. He's going to have to hit the one of a century. Although, the problem is, there's only 3% remaining. Luxfon's going to get randomly killed by a right-click sent out. And beyond just defying all odds, Team 2 managed to come back. Almost 100-0. Oh, sorry, they almost got 100-0. Sorry, it was a 99 and a complete flip to 100% for Team 2.
Yeah, Blue, I don't know, dude. Like, I'm not sure if Hunter's self-destruct was like the Hail Mary play that was needed, but it's interesting. 20 seconds to go now until we begin the next round, and Luxfon's currently hovering over that Genji. That's what I want to see. I'd love to see a little bit of this play. 12, 11, 10 seconds remaining as we get ready to roll out of the dropships.
Should we get him back in? If it's on our faces, I do apologize, but unfortunately,
sync issues do happen.
There we go.
It's just reality.
The objective has been activated. We are going to push the point. Both teams running the Winston Goats instead. And here it is. The mid-fight brawl and the mid-fight montage moments of people getting pushed off the edge. Hunter's going to find first kill on Jaru.
An interesting place for a first
Jaru taking a whole lot of damage. Although Brig is going to build ult charge so fast in those situations. Unfortunately, Hitachi went down first. Luxfon's gets 75%, and the point is going to go over to Team 1.
You do that much damage, but you do a lot of damage as well. J-Kara right now, 80%, and Primal Rage is absolutely devastating as an ultimate on this particular point. There's so much opportunity for these environmental kills. If J-Kara drops down from there, he can push everyone towards a pit that's in front of him. But of course, he can also be a little bit safe and have the element of surprise if he can catch people on their rotation. But it is going to be an alternative rotation coming out from the red team. It's going to force J-Kara to move and be ready for an alternative angle of attack.
Just Kobe the bomb, Hunter. I know you want to do it. Just pop it straight over the wall. Don't land it on a grab. You get less style points for that, unfortunately. You can't get assisted. There we go. J-Beans is good. They're holding a really nice position, too, just on this corner, just forcing Team 2 to drop down. And look how much damage J-Karu was doing there. He was Tesla coiling at least 17 people. That was a lot of damage. Actually, Force Transcendence coming through as well. Beat's going to actually match for Team 2, so they're going to be a bit easier. Well, it's going to be a bit easy for them to actually survive on the point. J-Beans with the Graviton Surge is going to be available for the next fight. Luxfons and Yama going down does signal the end, although J-Karu stalling out for as long as he can with a Primal Rage. Is going to find one kill at least, but still 58%, going on 60 now. There it is.
Got to give a lot of credit there to Jaru for being able to force out that Transcendence when it could have been so helpful for Blue Team to have that on demand on the point, but it forced them into an engagement they weren't quite as happy with. And Jaru possibly turned that fight around. It looked like it was very much in the favor of the Blues while they were getting as much cleave as they were. Accelerate ready to go for that grab, but Hunter all over him. Knows what's coming.
Don't get baited. Don't get baited by Hunter. He's eaten so many already. Use the defense mage. Oh, flicks it away and flicks it back. Oh my goodness, the bait. Flick. Unbelievable. That was a Ricardo flick straight into the grabby. Hunter eating yet another grab. Oh, J-Beans. You gotta feel sorry for the lad. Unfortunate. Accelerate does end the game. Boot in the pit though by Yamba. They're losing their main tank though on the side of Team 1, which again, you're going to have to go back once more. No way you're going to be able to survive against Jaru again.
Accelerate is straight up having a 1 out of 10 Overwatch experience right now. Gets his grab eaten with a Ricardo flick, gets booped off the edge in a fight that he's won. J-Karu now has some presence on the point. Going to start getting that capture. They can't allow their Broadwell to get caught again by Jaru.
And he had trance and 2%. How are you supposed to force the trance when he doesn't have the trance? Instead, he's just going to kill him.
Get the kill.
Just kill him. 70% now, building it up. This is really bad for Team 1. They need to be able to push out, but the issue is they need to wait for Broadwell to come back. He's got the Transcendence online now, yes. J-Karu needs to put everything into this Primal Rage. He has 100%, but look at the ults that are coming online now to support for Team 2, maybe 3 as well, as Hitachi is not far away at all from that rally.
Trying to force Abs' Transcendence as well, but J-Beans has got other things in mind. He tries to take down this Brigitte.
What a good trance, but JBeans has the grab. They're going to have to focus him out. There's a Discord on the Winston. JBeans almost gets booped in, receives the armor pack just in time. Graviton Surge does land, hits the Winston, but the bomb's going to come in, and the beat as well to make sure he actually stays alive. Broadwell using the Transcendence as well fairly late in order to get them the most amount of healing possible, but now he's going to get taken out. Abs with the cross map headshots on the Graviton. Zenyatta, not where you want it to be, and Team 2 we're going to force this out into OT, waiting for the stragglers to get back. It's only going to be the fall, and that is going to be it. Team 2 end up finding the second point on the port.
Yep, scrim rules will mean we will go over 2 shrines so that we can exhibit the skills of our teams on all of the available points. And Hunter was actually forced to use his self-destruct in a less than ideal scenario. He had to use his self-destruct within the room at the back because he just took too much damage. He wanted to get his himself that additional ability to have the mech back. He wanted to have the brawling power.
Very good. Very good. 10 seconds now until we get into the game, or into the map, sorry. The last one. It's going to be Shrine, of course. And you asked for it, guys. We're, of course, going to give it to you. The face cam's coming back. Feels good. Unfortunately,
face cam stream PogChamp. Weird champ even.
PogChamp. Why is that weird champ? That's PogChamp. What the hell? That's a poggers in the chat.
It's like full Overwatch radio, dudes.
What more could you ask for, really?
Well, I could ask for an Earth Shadow. For now, though. Build up to it.
At 20%. They're building up, Harry. They're not quite there just yet. Jkaru taking a lot of damage. Still trying to preserve his shield as much as possible, but the focus actually from Team 2 is exceptionally good currently. They're going to dive into the back line, not quite find anything just yet, but Team 1 forcing out some capture percentage, almost managed to get it, but Team 2 managed to get back there in time.
Gary there, super intelligent, backed out, went for a bait, managed to pin Hunter, and now Jkaru, he's got to try and hit a big fire strike, get himself that Earth Shadow. It's got to be a playmaking ultimate here. And now they're going to have the advantage on the rally as well, because Luxon's already used his.
Broadwell. Oh, he gets jumped on again. Accelerate just pogoing himself towards the back line. The Graviton Surge is going to come out when that Transcendence was forced. Nice little kill by Cronus there in the Transcendence, into the grab. Sorry, was able to get a couple of headshots and Broadwell taking him out. Jkaru ends up going down as well. The point wasn't even capped by Team 1. They've been rolling out for so long. They almost had it, but Team 2 with the perfect kind of dissection of the back line was able to take them out.
I feel like the download has been made, Jaws. We need Yamba to have more peeling ability for Broadwell because he's been forced out so many times now. Jaru's just making a beeline for him when he's on the Winston. They're showing off where Luxons is coming from. The information has been gained, so a rotation can be made proactively by the red team. They're going to be ready to receive, and they're also going to be ready to ultimate as well.
JBean standing out the grab. They're going to pin him to the pillar. Beat is going to come through to make sure they survive for it currently, along with that self-destruct. So another self-destruct, speaking of which, Hunter straight in the center of the point, receives the beat, gets back in the mech, and another Transcendence is going to get forced. In fact, Kronos, regardless of this situation, is managing to somehow kill these Briggs in the back line with the boot. That actually will end up get traded, but right now, Team 1 just struggling to find picks. Iron Special is going to find 2, yes, and even JBean's picking up 1, but Team 2 still with the front line available. As soon as you have that Ryan, you've got something to at least hide behind, and that will be a full reset coming in for Team 1.
Iron Special there was such an asset. He was so good at brawling away with the remainder of the blue team. Right after Jkaru got a very random pin kill, he was making the disengage charge away to get that additional speed while he was incredibly low as well. And it meant that he could... It meant for Special was basically unchecked for the entirety of that push, and now 60-70% available for the red team. They can be a little bit more lackadaisical with how they defend this, so they don't necessarily need to win it all right here, but a great grab's not going to be good.
What is this? Hunter with his, like, sextillionth grab eaten in this game denies Team 2 once again from one of the crucial ultimates that you need in Go. JBeans is going to be able to find a kill as well. Hunter putting the team on his back. Shadow available for Jkaru. Not sure they're going to need it, though. They're still pushing people away. Have to clear those pesky Lucio from the roof. JBeans eventually finds Abs as well. Nice little pin, but somehow managed to get booped away in time for Jkaru not to instantly end up going down. Point eventually gets flipped, but it's 99% to just now building up to just under 10 for Team 1.
Mate, Hunter has ingested so much dense energy, he must have a metabolism of a jet engine or something. He's burning through these calories like it's nobody's business. J-Beans has a graviton of his own, ready to go. Can't afford to have it eaten by him special, and Accelerate's ready for a second chance. Will they be able to weave it through the more visible defense matrix that the Divas now have?
Transcendence used. Grab on top as well. Accelerate trying to get as much damage as possibly can, but he gets grabbed instantly. No Eaton grab this time around, but the rest of Team 1 were off on the sidelines. They were trying to deal with the other Reinhardt. Jero even finds a kill. It was a 4v2, but there's perfect transcendence from Abs to actually keep the Reinhardt alive in that situation. Then Gyro can just go absolutely ham on the back line. Point is going to get flipped over as well. Hunter loses his mech, has to get back on the point to contest just for the time being. And it's all too little and too late. Team 1 end up going back to spawn. OT ticking through. And that's going to be it. Team 2 with the 3-0 on the port.
Disengagement from the blue team there did allow for the point to be flipped over, and of course it was then in overtime. There was the onus on them to continue touching on that point, making sure overtime kept ticking over and eventually capped back. But huge plays from Jaru there, taking out J Karu, making sure that they wouldn't have that shield available, and that shield's so important in overtime for being able to ferry your members towards that area.
Huge grab. Looks like we're going to jump to a quick break though. We'll be right back, guys. Do not go anywhere. We got another map on your screen soon. Hey guys, welcome back. This is Team 1 versus Team 2 here in UK Trial.
Here in
UK Trials. Not trials like contenders trials. It's the UK Tryout. If you've only just joined us, welcome. We're about to get into the next map. We just saw Nepal and Team 2. Team 2 taking it 3-0. Regardless of that, though, Hunter has been eating almost every single grab possible.
Yeah, let's speak of trials. Accelerates on trial for having that many grabs eaten by Hunter with a new super visible matrix. Although Hunter did have a nice Ricardo flick on Sanctum to get the better of Accelerate in that particular instance. Was not having a good time, and then he got booped off the edge as well. So Yamba and Hunter combining to make sure he was having an experience you wouldn't recommend on TripAdvisor. Would not
rate it 1 star out of 10. Nepal. Got grabs eaten over and over again, and I think someone stole my wallet.
I think I've had my identity stolen. Heading over to Hollywood now, though, going to the hybrid. We have seen a couple of bunker defenses here. I wonder if the coaching staff of Team UK will have offered the teams the opportunity, shall we say, to play some bunker. I imagine in their ranked games, they haven't had much opportunity to play bunker recently. Quite a rarity in the EU scene.
Very good. Very good joke, Harry. Nice one.
Oh, yeah. Oh yes.
Good joke. Bunker not played in comp. Very good. Very good. It's going to be bunker. It kind of has to be. This map is so good for bunker. There you go. Clockwork Vendetta comp coming in strong. Almost. There's no Mercy, which is kind of unfortunate. I kind of like the Mercy instead of the Ana, although you can nano the Hog, nano the Orisa, nano the Tor we've seen today, which is also pretty poggy, but the May is also pretty annoying when nano. It's pretty invincible.
Yeah, you just got to make sure you
on the high ground. Why
got to
not?
coordinate with your Torbjorn if you're going to nano and make sure he has overload off cooldown. People not getting caught out too much by the Holt here. It's not quite so dangerous at this particular distance because obviously you're out of a 20-meter range of a chain hook the Hunter can throw out. But once you get a bit closer, you've got to be far more cognizant of those Holts because you're going to be in big trouble if you get caught out. Oh,
double
just
dive
like
from
that.
the main tanks, but Jara ends up going down almost instantly. It's a lot of damage. However, Resurrection's going to come through, and they're a man up right now. No Mercy on the side of team number 1. That May's in a lot of trouble as well. Instantly has to go. Ice Cube gets the nade actually on her also, and the wall out as well, but Jara's waiting on the other side. Picks her up with a melee kill, and everything really just falls apart from here. Team 2 with the Mercy, the heal, the damage boost, etc. that's going on to Hachi. There's way too much for Team 1 to really deal with. Nice little kill by J-Beans onto Accelerate, and even a whole hole coming through, but a fire grenade perfectly planted on top of Hunter's head does end his life pretty fast.
Oh, nano boosted Farah is going to do a little bit of extra damage here, and does look like the red team are going to get the cap. And we've got to appreciate there the communication that occurred where Accelerate managed to get an early hit onto the May, meaning that they forced out the ice block, and then the tank line also coalesced on the May from different angles, so that the wall could not be used to stop all the damage coming through, meaning that the May was inevitably dead. And if you can get rid of a May in that composition, that's a huge amount of brawling strength that the defending team will lose.
And now we're on to Streets phase. Yes, J-Beans on Widow. Here we go. This is what I wanted to see. Now that she's going to be in a little bit more trouble, but look how many ults they have. J-Beans almost actually just goes down to the rockets. Damage boosters as well. It's going to do a whole lot of damage. And the Genji too. They basically swap up comps. What a headshot. What a headshot again. J-Beans. What? Accelerate ends up falling. Hachi's going to go down as well, which means Accelerate's at least going to be able to get back up. No! Don't just stand still. J-Beans is out and about.
Actual lemon right there. Just checking it out. What's going on over here? J-Bean's looking for that Winston. He heard him. There's the landing.
Oh, does manage to get it. J-Bean's without the grapple. Unfortunate. We'll just blame that one on RNG. No worries. Self-destruct is going to take care of Hunter's mech as well. Seems to still pushing this payload. Team 1 haven't really had a word in edgewise right now. Lux has that blade very, very soon, but Broadwell forcing to use the nano early to get something done.
Nice stepped in the wall, actually does get wall hacks right there. Can see through it due to the nature of the hitbox. Accelerate's going to evaporate this shield, and now a huge amount of trouble for the Winston. See ya.
Quick double tap on the head with the damage boost. It's going to end your life pretty fast. Dragon Strike on the payload to clear everybody out. 3 minutes still remains, but they're in a little bit of trouble. Using that grappling hook, jumping straight into the waiting clutches of Jaro as he was nanoed. And they still continue to roll. This double sniper comp working out so well for Team 2. Self-destruct's not going to do much, Harry. That beat's going to have to save them. They managed to kill Abs. Maybe that's a sign that they might be able to win this. Hitachi has no idea what's going on. He's getting booped around by literally everything. Actually, just kept in there by Jake Karu right now. That wasn't his grappling hook. That was the Primal Raging Winston up in his grill.
Speaking of which, grappling
hook is just available.
But no. Fist of a skull. And they're keeping this contested as well, no matter how many people are here. They got to keep in mind Accelerate, though, has got a nice angle on everyone.
There's a couple of meters remaining, mate. Oh, don't shoot and deflect. Doesn't matter anyway. Luxfox gets a nice double dash reset. No shoot to the reflect, please-o. Thank you, boss. Luxfox with Nano Blade now. 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. That's all they really need. No support ults available for Team 2. The only thing he has to worry about is the sleep. He's just switched on to the Ana. So if he gets slept, it might be all over.
These swaps do mean there's a lot more control available. They can try and go for a boot from Cronus and go for sleep. And of course, Doomfist also has a lot of controlling nature in his particular kit, especially if you can get that one shot. But you can't really achieve the one shot with a rocket boost while the Nano's there.
Nano Blade falls off the map and he can't really find all too much. There he is. He finally gets onto a target. Finds the one reset, but instantly gets punched into the wall. Oh.
You call that a melee kill? I'll show you a melee kill.
Oh, Luxfons, no. Oh, it's just a shame. Again, we'll blame on RNG, so we don't have to blame anybody. Oh, nice little out of range there from Hachi. He's able to survive the self-destruct. And capping has been complete. Team 2 are going to get point number 2.
Yeah, a beautiful heads-up stop there as well from Hayachi, making sure that... oh, see you, Luxfons. Once again. It's got to be a tilde. But they knew they had nothing to do with the Nano Blade.
You cannot blame him for that death. It's like, well, I either try and get back to spawn, or I try and run away from a Tracer dive with Doomfist. So like,
yeah, it's not going to go so well. You do have a bit better escape, though, with a wall climb here. Accelerate, want to get out of dodge, doesn't want to deal with those 3, but he's still got one to deal with right here.
That was a bit of a 900Q hack there, or potential hack from J-Bean. Saw the Tracer recall and just kind of guessed where he would be. Doesn't quite end up finding him. Pulse bomb from Accelerate. He just gets Goomba stomped by Jkaru, but instant sleep on the Winston will keep him not awake for long, apparently. Abs is now screaming at the rest of his team. Why did you wake the Winston? Because it instantly killed me. Hachi is going to go in, try and clear the Winston out of the back line, but Jkaru a little bit more slippery than he'd hoped for. Lands wrong though, just over the boxes. Does result in the kill. And still, Team 2 pushing the pace.
2 minutes and 7 seconds on the clock. Great position here for Team 2, especially since they've got ultimates to play with in the forthcoming fight. They love that nano boost before you know it, and Hunter is going to have to put himself on the payload. It's drawing in towards the conclusion of this point.
How many minutes left? There are 2 minutes left. Well, 1 minute and 54 seconds now, roughly. Hachi has got the Meteor Strike. They haven't really got anything to combo with it, so you're probably just going to want to go for Broadwell, who's got his nano of his own. Luxfons ends up going down. Now Team 2 pushing in ever so slowly and gradually. Hachi is going to cleanse himself using that Meteor Strike from the purple, but a big EMP is actually going to come through. Doesn't hear Hachi or Abs, but it doesn't matter. Abs is actually looking for some revenge here. Taking out 2 people. Now 3 meters remain. Measly meters. Fall. Abs finds a triple kill at the end, getting revenge on Team 1 and getting revenge on his team as well. You wake the Winston, it looks like I'm going to have to carry the game. And that's exactly what he does near the end.
You wake that Winston, I'm going to make you look bad. And it's fairly easy to do that with the Ana if you've got the aim. Abs definitely does. And when we look at the area that they were currently sitting in, right at the end of that, there was the Ana sitting, and there was no way to touch that Ana. You had to somehow get a shield between them and their team if you want to deny the healing and, of course, the damage, but you can't dedicate those resources during a frantic scramble, especially when you're 1 at a time going onto the cart trying to bleed that time bank. 1 minute and 21, speaking of which, that is a fantastic time bank. Being anything over a minute is great, because it means you can guarantee a draw if the other team has to cap in overtime.
OT, name of the game. It's going to be the same comp. This time Kronos actually on the Mercy. So I prefer the Mercy than the Ana just because you can res someone if they instantly get picked, or like we saw last time. We saw Accelerate on the Hanzo, just find a nice little cheeky headshot. I'm not sure if the shield was destroyed, but regardless, he found the headshot and instantly died, and the person instantly died, and therefore you can't res because you got the Ana. I prefer it regardless. Plus you got damage boost too.
Yeah, the
damage boost the Hanzo or the Torb.
Having Reanivo does mean that you don't have quite as much pressure on an enemy Pharaoh, which Lewis is currently sitting on. It's going to be up in the air. It's going to be mostly down to Hayachi and Accelerate to try and deal with that, or I'm special if he's feeling particularly lucky with a hook, the old clockwork vendetta method. Sometimes the moose gets loose and just picks a bird out of the sky.
Oh,
this isn't vicious, so I'll give him that.
He's still hitting Lux Mons though. Yeah, he still managed to clip him at least once.
No damage drop off, so it could be a bit further than him.
There you go, turret's dead. They finally got it. The only danger to Lux Mons in mid-air. They're going to be able to get it online very soon, though. It's not exactly the biggest cooldown in the world once it's destroyed, especially with the slow pushing comp that is Team 1.
Yeah, with a lack of damage drop-off that comes from a Zenyatta. Oh, speaking of lack of damage drop-off, Seeker.
Bye. Instant res though. There we go. That's what I was talking about. They get picked off, instantly rezzed up again. Accelerates turret's going to fall once more. They're just trying to move on to the point. Jakaru moving that shield ever so slightly forward again. Luxfon's going for a cheeky backline play on the ball. Right click by Ab. Oh no. Luxfon receives a whole fatal orb, and at least JB's managed to pick him off, and Hunter now carrying. He's got 2 kills to his name already, but the Torb's going to come up big. XLR's going to at least find 1, but the rest of his team have already fallen, which means he's not long left for the world as well.
Yeah, Jakaru is going to get the cap here, and this is not a great position for Hayachi. Going to be executed. Does mean that he will get to spawn with his team and Accelerate. Moving over now. Wants to go on the Ash. A little bit better for dealing with that Pharaoh in the air, of course. Does suffer from damage drop-off, unlike a couple of long-range hit scans you could pick, like the Widowmaker, but evidently his faith is there that the additional damage from a Dynamite is going to be worthwhile swapping off that long-range superiority you get from a Widowmaker, which is going to be unchallenged, remember. JBeans is going to be the only one who can really challenge that range, except for Luxfon, who's now swapped over to the Widow. So Accelerate's now completely outclassed.
They're teaming up for the special attack now. I'm special trying to thread the needle on that hook. Dragon Strike's going to hit him, but he's going to use Take a Breather. Not quite so lucky. There's Accelerate in the back line. JBeans ends up taking him out, and a beautifully planted Bio Grenade onto Jaru as well. Doesn't mean Kronos can't do anything at all, and neither can Abs. Can't even use that Transcendence to try and heal the tanks up. Looks like they're just going to go for another attack, or another defense even. I guess you could say attack in some instances. I guess that still makes sense verbally. Well done. I'm still learning English, Harry. It's taking a while.
No, you're forgetting some as you absorb more Korean. You're slowly being assimilated.
Yeah, well, I'd probably get a higher grade in that, I'm going to be honest with you, than I did in English in school. That's a nice hook. That's a nice... No, I don't know
that's not a nice nano. That's a zoning nano.
Well, there it is. I mean, still, he's going to hold that door pretty easily. Please kill him before he kills Flux Bonds. There we go. They got it. JBeans is just taunting him.
It's okay. They got close spawn. It's forgivable. We're going to try and pick off any stragglers here. Oh, very close, and there's the vision. But it's going to be an escape here, it looks like, for Accelerate does. Nope, never mind. Ouch. That's going in the montage.
Yikes. Threaded the needle, find Accelerate's head. 4 minutes on the time bank as well. This is pretty big for Team 1 right now, especially for Hollywood. This is actually pretty insane.
Yeah, and Jakaru has that supercharger ready to go, which has such a high teamfight win percentage. Gonna try and use for Winston and the Dragon Strike to do the damage.
Oh, Luxfon's noob is coming. He saw the arrows fly by his head. Jaru's gonna go for this dive though. Easy kill, in fact, for Kronos, who goes Battle Mercy and finds the red on a Hayachi too. The perfect Mercy player. Hunter's gonna go in, take a face full of arrows as well. Double pocketed is the Hanzo, by the way, so that's about 3,000% ult charge for him now, as he does unload the storm arrows right into the belly of Roadhog.
Yeah, halfway to the next one, and that's effective, of course, against the Aressa, because it can force him out from behind that shield. And when you're forced out from behind the shield against Double Sniper as Aressa, you're straight out not going to have a good time. Your head's pretty big to highest powers, that like huge brain that you have for being a main tank player and carrying your team. There's the supercharger, but straight away he's almost dead.
Ooh, yeah, like 2 HP-ish. That was actually insane. He's still alive, though. He had the bio grenade, so he's okay for the time being. That self-destruct's going to get launched into the back line, though. Doesn't quite find anything, but an instant demech on Hunter, as Hayachi did end up clicking on him a couple of times. Luxfons is going to find the return kill on Jaru, so there's now no main tank available for Team 2, but it might not even matter, to be fair. The Mercy is going to fall, and he's all alone. Jakaru in the front line on the Orisa. He can't move quickly at all. It's just going to be staggered out here as well, which is going to be kind of frustrating, very punishing now. It's about another 30 seconds wheeled down. That time bank not looking to help there anymore.
Yeah, I'm thinking Jake Carey solves the Winston right here. It doesn't look... There it is. Not too much value from me. The rest of them are actually making a push about their main tank. They think they've got what they need. Jaru being down was the go sign. There's the Dragon Strike. Gonna directly hit the other Hanzo.
Yeah, I think he's okay, though, for the start of it, because it's got a little bit of a gap between the Dragons and the Arrows. Regardless, he ends up going down anyway. And now they're pushing on to the payload. Winston is alone in the back line using that Primal Rage. He's going to get pocketed and actually force Hunter to use the self-destruct. Dragons on the payload to clear everybody out as well. But Lux Fons ends up falling. Not enough pocketing on the hand. So nice little headshot there as well by Accelerate. Team number 1 is going to result in the same time bank. Jamie!
Calm down, son. Nasty. No cyberbullying allowed. It's a community trial. But at any rate, there was some great
Please
play
continue to cyberbully. JB's doing a good job on Widowmaker. Same with Accelerate, to be fair. Both snipers peeking the same tiny bit of wall. Not the worst thing in the world, but also not the best. Accelerate didn't manage to click on any of them, but...
He had the advantage in terms of the sights as well.
JB's clicks on Accelerate faster. That is a headshot and a half.
That it is. Unfortunately got picked off after. There's going to be the double res. Everyone's back up to full strength and no second chances are available, Lewis.
It's not happening. It's not happening. You die that too many times. We're not Old Mercy anymore. No double res. No double insta-res. Long live those times. Hunter's mech is going to go down. Still pushing this last few meters, and uncrackable is this base, apparently. Team 2 holding firm. Plus, they've got ults. There's nothing really in the bank right now for Team 1. And they're going to have maybe one fight after this if they manage to get ults online.
Yeah, speaking of banks, the time bank has now been surpassed, meaning that they're not going to be able to cap it with a higher time bank. They may be able to cap it with a couple of seconds on the clock. They don't want to do it in overtime. They've got to get a shift on right now. And if they're going to be low on ultimates for doing it, they're going to have to go for Nano onto a Winston right now.
Oh, Tracer. And another eat. Hunter again.
He's hunting his ults.
Diva Matrix. Once more to deny another crucial ultimate. Team 1 now switching over to the emergency Genji to try and build up this play, but they got 40 seconds to do it, Harry. Is it going to happen? I don't know. They're going to be able to get support ults online on the side of Team 2. 30 seconds now on the timer.
Special going to have the opportunity to go for a little bit of a cheeky grab right here. An early engagement will force a couple of people away, but now Jake Harrow, he's in trouble and he's down.
He's dead, unfortunately. Rest in peace. SM chat. Luxfon's still trying to build up this Nano Blade. I mean, even Broadwell, because people are dying so quickly, can't even heal them up. So has 0 charge, basically, from the last fight to this one. Maybe he gained like 10% or something. 6 seconds now remains. Team 2, once again, just holding their fort. They're holding their ground, Harry. A couple of meters are now standing in between them and just taking this map with ease.
Hey, well, I'm actually looking for a couple of shots right here. He's just sort of like clowning around, wants to try and get a nice angle, and right now he's got the Ana dead to rights.
All right, J-Beans with his carry shoes on right now. J-Beans killing 2. Broadwell's going to kill 1 with a nade as well. Kill Hayachi, please, in the back line. He's been alive for so long. There's the blade. It's available. OT's sticking through. Luxfons gets it online, finds the kill, dashes to spawn. Doesn't find the reset, but doesn't need to. Round 2 completes in OT. That does mean it's going to be a 33% to 0.1 if they are going to go to this next round. We don't entirely know. Potentially, they're just going to play it out regardless.
Got to give some love to our observer, Sunkern there. Got a detective hat on. Noticed that Hayachi was not getting a huge amount of uptime over the course of that last fight. Just allowed J-Beans to run free. Didn't have to check as many angles as you usually would as a tracer. Like, oh, there's a Hanzo somewhere. That can one-shot me. If he's damage boosted, he can one-shot me with a body shot. But he's sort of like climbing up a wall in a corner in the back. So I guess I'm free to go get a load of kills, huh? J-Beans has been sort of like a breakout hit scan player in this series. I feel he's been very impressive by my standards.
Pretty insane. 1 minute and 21 seconds remaining. And this is going to be it. It's going to have to be the defense of the century. And Jaru, or, you know, known by his real name, Josh. I can call him that. I can call him his first name because we're tight like that. I know a lot of top players, but, you know, it's not a big deal to me, LOL. Like, come on, man. It's not a big deal. 1 minute and 20 seconds now remains. They got an easier push. Maybe this time around, they're running the Sombra Goats instead.
Yeah, they're going to be looking for a single target to try and ask that. Accelerate's actually going to move on back to that Xayah. having a look at the comp that we're up against. We're up against the 3-3 with the Winston and the Ana. This is sort of gaining some prevalence in Overwatch League. Ana's stocks are rising, like we've said before. Sort of like a little bit of a decrease in usage for Zenyatta at the moment.
They only got really one fight, especially with this Ghost. It is going to be... Oh, there's no Sombra, unfortunately. That's kind of a shame. Oh, Sleep Dart's going to get dodged there by Hachi. At least he manages to block that. Well, would have been disastrous otherwise. No Zenyatta for team number one means lack of Discord Orb, lack of Harmony Orb. It's going to feel pretty bad if you are the tanks, but it is Winston. So
he's got Primal Rage already.
Handy. And Jacaro, once again, just popping off. There's like nothing stopping this lad.
What's he doing? Like, he's just cleaving so many people. They're sticking together. They're not able to deal with the monkey, and he's slapping him around.
24 seconds remain. Team number one now cleaning house. They only had one fight. They're 1 minute and 20 seconds, but it goes to take sometimes a little bit of a little bit of time is what I was supposed to say. Up to the point. 10 seconds now remain. They have the rally. They're gonna have Grav. This is pretty much all over.
Another Primal Jaws.
Time, but I don't know about this one.
I don't know if he can touch. No. Oh, the attempt at the sprint with a Transcendence, but Jacaro had another 50% of the way towards a Primal Rage. He would have been given the Nano potentially. Got himself all the way up there. I don't think there was a world where we were going to see our attackers win him a neutral on that one.
Is this the player that gets... Please say this is the player of the game where he gets nanoed. No, it's not. That is unfortunate.
Oh my lord,
beautiful.
that'll do.
That cat, like, I thought Iron Special was actually going to cancel that, but apparently not. So when Hunter just kind of took over the game, I've just been kind of a standout.
Absolutely cancelled.
In fact, everybody's had their own individual moments, but Hunter just eating so many ults has been pretty insane. Not seen that many ults eaten for a long time.
Yeah, it's been a while. Hunter definitely been hunting down his ultimates. Very impressed with his play. There have been a lot of players who I haven't heard as much of in professional play. We haven't seen a huge amount of J-Beans, but he has been sort of like a mainstay in local UK tournaments like Insomnia, where we have our local LANs. And he's been a factor there, but I haven't seen him so much sort of like in Contenders Trials. He's been around Open Division, though. So it's nice that they're getting the stage to sort of show themselves off.
Yeah, to be fair, Jakara as well, like, he did mention to us during the season that he just likes to play the Winston, and you can see why. It's easily his best hero, like easily. His Ryan has been pretty stellar as well, but his Winston actually pops. When a dive meta like comes back in again, he is going to be pretty hard to get hold of. There's not going to be a team that really is going to want to let him go, to be honest. In fact, a lot of these players, I think, again, World Cup's very much a stage for players to perform on and show their skills off to the rest of the world as well. So I'm glad there's a lot of extremely good talent already being put on show.
Yeah, and it's going to be put on show next week as well. Don't forget, this is only our first set of tryouts next Sunday. I believe about 2 hours later, we're going to be starting at 5 p.m. and going on until 9 p.m. so that you'll be able to see a couple more of the talent from the UK try out for those roster spots. And if you want more UK Overwatch, we have a Campus Clash here on the NUEL channel as well. It's pretty great.
It's been pretty good. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I do really appreciate it. It's always good to see the tryouts as well. A bit of a different type of Overwatch that sometimes people don't normally see. So yeah, it's been good. My name has been Jaws, of course, and thank you. And Leg Day, of course. I almost forgot your name, but you know, it's what it is. Not forgot your name, just forgot you as a person. But like, hey, it happens.
Does he even exist? Maybe Hunter ate him.
I don't know. Maybe he did. Maybe he did. I don't know. He's been eating a lot of stuff today. Regardless, thank you for the NUEL as well for helping us put this on. It's been fantastic. And like they said, 5 p.m. next week, you get to tune in for some more. But other than that, guys, thank you very much for stopping by, and we'll see you soon.